As voters in states and cities cast their ballots, they were doing more than deciding their local leaders. They were seen as sending a message. What kind of Republican can win an election? The crucial question, could the Tea Party win, the most conservative faction of the Republican Party, the ones who recently shut down the government and threatened to default on the country's debt? Political analysts said their candidate's fate in Virginia would send a message to every sitting member of Congress.
If the Tea Party candidate in Virginia loses very badly, then you might see more interest in challenging Tea Party candidates, either incumbents or candidates within the Republican Party.
And tomorrow we need to make
Their candidate, Ken Cuccinelli, did lose, but just barely. That was the same outcome for the Tea Party's candidate in Alabama, Dean Young, at a recent debate.
Obamacare is the worst decision that this nation has ever made, barring electing Barack Hussein Obama.
The establishment-backed candidate, who had a lot more money from corporations, won with the slightest of margins. The biggest win went to New Jersey's Republican governor, Chris Christie, a conservative who doesn't wear the Tea Party label, re-elected in a Democratic state.
Now listen, I know that if we can do this in Trenton, New Jersey, maybe the folks in Washington, D.C. should tune in their TVs right now, see how it's done.
He was likely sending a message to other Republicans as well, but experts don't think he'll have the final say.
We're seeing the first part of a civil war, and civil wars they're not one-day affairs usually. And this is going to go on through the 2014 and probably the 2016 election.
With the votes cast and counted, the results send a mixed message, making it seem likely that the fight for the soul of the Republican Party is just beginning. Patty Culhane, Al Jazeera, Washington.